Hey guys, Quigon Quasar here, back again with another Mass Effect Andromeda video. And in this video, we're actually going to be using a brand new shotgun that I just got. It's called the DHAN Shotgun. It's really awesome. It's possibly the best shotgun in the game. As you can see, it is a badass. It is Ket tech, by the way, so it's like Ket technology. It's made by the Ket, and it's quite similar to the rest of their technology, like the rest of the games, the rest of like the weapons in the game. It's kind of similar in definitely in look. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a better look at it at the end of the video when I show you the specs and everything on the weapon selection screen and everything, and you'll probably be able to see it in the thumbnail as well. But it looks badass. It looks like technology. We're actually rolling with the Quigon Vanguard, because this is like a shotgun. I thought the Quigon Vanguard and any Quigon character would be the best sort of selection to show you guys this weapon. Now, I got this out of a 50,000 credits pack, a gold passport pack. Not the premium pack, although you will be able to find it out of the premium pack if you want to open one of those, but you don't actually have to. Went down. Holy crap. I'm not used to playing as the Quigon Vanguard, but you don't actually have to get it out of a premium pack. Hopefully one of these dudes comes over and gets me up. But you will be able to find it out of a premium pack. It's just there's no point in spending that many credits. Now, it kills most grunt-type enemies. Not so far, not in this match, because I'm doing terribly with it. But generally speaking, it kills most grunt-type enemies in 1 or 2 hits, or like one clip. It actually comes with 2 bullets in the clip. I'll show you guys that now. As you can see, it's 2 bullets per clip. Wow, we are dropping like flies. Look at how our team is going down. But yeah, that 2-round clip, it's good and everything, but it's not great for like sustained fighting or if you're in the middle of a like a firefight. So it can put you at some like disadvantages sometimes if you're surrounded by enemies. Look, I'm almost out of ammo already. I'm onto my last mag, so that is a definite downside. But if you're surrounded by enemies, I'll sort of surround myself with enemies right now. If you're surrounded by enemies like I am now, kind of, then you're gonna have a difficult time taking them all out and killing them all. So it's probably not the best weapon to solo with, like to use a weapon. To use on its own, you should probably pick a secondary. Me being a moron, I haven't picked a secondary, because I guess the video is just about this gun, so I'm not rocking with a secondary. I'll probably do a video where I do show you, you know, how this gun performs when used with another weapon as well. Honestly, I would use the secondary weapon that is like a high rate of fire, like a submachine gun. The Rosrad maybe, or the Charger submachine gun are probably going to be the best option. Damn, one of my teammates got this Solarian Architect dude. But yeah, probably a high rate of fire weapon to balance out this, because this is very much like the Widow in the sense that it does a lot of damage to health and a lot of damage to armor, but not that great against shields. It will take down shields, probably better than most sniper rifles and most shotguns, but it's not going to specialize in that, which is why you should probably take like a high rate of fire weapon. And you know, you start off with, I don't think you start off with any submachine guns. You only start off with the Predator pistol, so you will have to unlock some of those. Obviously, this gun works fine on its own. It's just not, you know, the best thing to use on its own. But once you've got some submachine guns, like I said, the Rosrad is a very good choice. That's what I'd use this with, the Rosrad submachine gun pistol. If anyone's curious about that, I did do another video on that, breaking that down, reviewing that kind of, so go check that out if you're curious about that. But yeah, use that SMG. God damn, this guy's freaking latching onto the face. Use that SMG to balance out this weapon's like flaws and I guess disadvantages. Now, the shots with this gun, they do tend to go astray a little bit. I'll show you what I mean by that. Hopefully I'll be able to show you what I mean. Now, if you look where the reticule is freaking massive, like look how big the reticule is. I'll show you. They sort of fly. Watch the reticule. They do sort of fly to the side sometimes. It's kind of got homing abilities actually. This gun has like slight homing abilities from what I can tell. The charges actually follow enemies slightly, not completely, but they do follow them slightly. And sometimes even when you're not aiming at an enemy, it's oh, I gotta get this guy up. That guy went flying. Sometimes when you're aiming at an enemy, it's not gonna aim that much. It's not gonna auto aim that much for you. It's only kind of assistive. It's not gonna do all the work on its own. So you're still gonna be kind of good with the accuracy. But even that, despite that, it does sort of fly out of the reticule sometimes. I'll try and show you what I mean. Like, watch the reticule. It will, like the aiming reticule, you'll see like the shots sort of go off to the sides. You can't really predict where it's going to go. That's why the reticule is so big. So it can be kind of unpredictable. Whilst it's got good range for a shotgun in terms of like how far the charges can actually follow and go, this is certainly a lot better range than like the Katana or I think the Eviscerator, I think it's called. Certainly a much better range than either of those guns, but it's not. It's kind of deceptive in the sense that it seems like it's got good range, but at the end of the day, it's got an incredibly massive reticle. You're probably not going to be able to hit anything at that range anyway, especially if it's like flying off to the sides And like I said, the tracking ability does help, but it's not gonna do all the work for you. Now, I would usually, I'm not doing this right now, but I would use this gun with a, if you're not going to use the submachine gun, especially if you're not going to use the submachine gun, I would use this gun with a character that's got an energy drain ability or something like that, something that drains shields, because like I said, this gun isn't going to be the greatest for taking down shields and barriers, you know, like Bartic barriers on the Asari Pariah, for example. It's not going to be great for taking down those sort of shielded enemy types, or at least the shields of those enemy types. Now, like I said, if you don't want to roll with a character, like I'm not rolling with a character that's got an energy drain or shield drain ability right now, you can do fine with it without the submachine gun and without the energy drain. But if you're not going to use an energy drain character or ability, then you should probably get, like I said, a high rate of fire weapon. But if you're not going to roll with a high rate of fire weapon, get a character that's got shield drain that can, you know, take down shields quite effectively, or just do some damage to them, make it a bit easier to take down the shielded enemy types. I am getting wrecked. God damn, this guy's so slow. Why did I pick this guy? Generally speaking, use a Quigon, use maybe even a Quigon Vanguard, because the Vanguards are generally quite close range with this weapon. I'm kind of out of practice, so forgive me for this. But yeah, use this character, just don't use it as crappily as I did. To be fair, though, I did get freaking owned by my own fortification right there, because it made me so slow. I couldn't get to cover in time, and this guy is a huge freaking walking tank. You can't really get behind cover that well. I'm going to try and help these dudes out, but I don't know how well it's going to go. Get wrecked. Oh, crap. I'm getting wrecked again. God, this... Oh, my God. This... I'm about to rage. This goddamn...
Target eliminated.
This goddamn Grogan's annoying me. Out of all the maps that we got, is this guy going to get me up? Out of all the maps that we got, I'm glad I got put on this map. I'm going to play a little bit more cautiously, though, because I'm not used to playing with this gun. I've had a bit of practice with it, but not tons of practice with it. I'm certainly not an expert. I'm used to playing with my level 14 Infiltrator. That's why I'm taking so many risks. But yeah, use this gun with a character that has energy drain ability. If you are good with that character, or if you've got one of those sort of characters leveled up, that's certainly going to be very effective. See, it's not doing that much damage to the shields of this observer right here. Now, like I said, it seems like it's got a very good range. See, look, the range kind of cancels out at a certain range, but it's still much farther than what you'd get from a katana or an eviscerator or anything. Now, another reason why I'm using it with the Quigon... Oh, God, this guy just doesn't want to die. There we go, he's finally dead. Now, the reason I'm using it with the Quigon Vanguard... Now, with Fortification, this guy's not the most agile of people or agile of characters, but Quigon Vanguards are quite agile still, especially for Quigons, and Vanguards are some of the most agile characters in this game. This gun works very well with hit and run style, like playstyles, I guess you could call them. Hit and run playstyles where you shoot, you shoot, drop a few shots, duck out of there. And the reason that does work is because it's got a two-round mag or a two-round clip. So you can drop those shots on an enemy, especially with the more dangerous enemies such as the nullifiers or the destroyers. Drop a few shots on the enemy, duck out of there, run like hell, and then attack when you get another chance. And that works well with like any characters, because you're very mobile on this game. You've got the boosters and everything, so it's easy to use that sort of play style with really any of the characters. But really, it'll work best when you use it with like a Vanguard or someone that can duck in and out of battle very well and very quickly. I'm about to get wrecked once again. Oh my God! God damn it! I'm actually going to jump into another match with my Infiltrator character. I'll do a bit better with him. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how this gun works with the human Infiltrator. I'm also going to get my arse kicked a whole lot less with this character, because this character is level 16. Oh, I'm going to be a lag there. This character is level 16, and I'll also be able to show you that this gun it's not just restricted to the close range characters or the Vanguards or the Quigons or anything. It's not just a weapon that you can use as with those playstyles or with those characters. It's a weapon that you can put to use with really any character. Now, like I said, I'm playing as the human Infiltrator. I'm going to show you how it works with those sort of with the human Infiltrator's abilities. Now, it's probably not going to work well using the tactical cloak. It's not. You're not going to gain. You do gain, like some of you may know, you gain a damage buff when you use the tactical cloak and then shoot out of the tactical cloak. So, like this, for example. Now, you will still gain a damage boost, and because it's such a high damaging weapon, I'll show you the exact damage at the end. I'll show you all the specs at the end. But because it does so much damage per shot, you will gain a good damage buff. The only problem is it's kind of hard to hit sometimes. It's kind of like a hit and miss weapon. If you hit, it's a lot, does a lot of damage. It's great. It's powerful as hell. It's amazing. But if you don't, if you miss, then it can put you in a lot of trouble. If any of you guys see my other human Infiltrator videos, I tend to use the Widow Sniper rifle a lot, especially with a human male Infiltrator, because I love this gun and I think it's freaking awesome. I love that gun. I mean, I think it's awesome. The Widow, and it suits the Infiltrator so well. But with that, it's like a high risk, high reward weapon. If you miss, you're screwed. You know, if you miss a shot and you don't have a backup weapon, or you know, you don't have any mines, sticky mines or anything like that. Yeah, I've got sticky mines. If you don't have any of those, you're screwed. That's why it's a high risk, high reward weapon. Now, once you get good with it, it can be a god weapon. It can be amazing, and that is the case with this weapon right here. It seems to be like a recurring theme where, like, the more powerful weapons, like the more powerful weapons in the game, like the Widow, like this shotgun, for example, they have like very few bullets in each clip. We're getting some freaking explosions down there. You get a lot of damage per shot, but you don't get a lot of bullets per clip, which can be a problem, which means that you have to really up your talent with the gun and make sure that you don't miss a lot of shots. That guy went flying, get wrecked. I'm killing the cat with their own technology, but it means that you know, if you miss, you're screwed. But once you get good with it, it can really be a god weapon. Now, the damage isn't quite at what the damage of the Widow is at. It's really not. I think it's like 500, 600. Like I said, I will give you the exact specs at the end, so stick around to the end of the video. For that, I will give you a look at the weapon selection screen and show you exactly what the specs of this gun are, and give you a close-up of this gun as well. It's not at the Widow's level, but if you don't want to rock with the snipers for some reason or other, or if you just want to use a shotgun for once, or if you want to try out something a little bit more exotic than, you know, like the Viper sniper rifle or the Widow or something, you know, this is a gun for you. And it's sort of like the most unshotgunny shotgun in the game. It's like the least conventional shotgun in the game. I am not a fan of some of the shotguns in this game. For example, the Katana. I think that's only the only shotgun that I've got apart from the grenade launcher one, the Venom, which I also did a video on, and this gun, which I'm currently doing a video on. Obviously, I haven't got a lot of shotguns, but from what I can tell, at least in terms of the Katana, like the base shotgun, the default shotgun that you get at the start of the game when you first load up the game, the shotguns aren't like the focus. At least in my opinion, they're not my favorite weapons. They're certainly not as powerful as some of the sniper rifles. But then again, I haven't unlocked a lot of the shotguns. But yeah, as I was saying before I went off on that tangent, this is like the least conventional shotgun. So it's not, if you don't like the other shotguns, you should definitely still try this gun out. It's very diverse and very different and unique to all of the other shotguns. So you might like it, even if you hate every single shotgun in this game. You have every shotgun in the game and you hate them all, you might like this gun. You might like to use this gun. And as I'm showing you now, I'm not really showing you the abilities that much. I keep forgetting. But you can use it to quite full effect and quite good effect. Really, with any character, you don't have to have like a character that's going to benefit, from using this weapon. If you want to use this weapon, but you want to play as a character that's probably not best suited to using the shotgun or even this weapon, you can. You're still going to be able to play it. You're still going to be able to do pretty damn well with it. That's what I like about this gun. It's sort of it can be like a secondary weapon that you just pull out when you want, a close range weapon, or something that's a little bit more challenging for you, or it can be like a focus, and that's going to be a little bit, it can be like a focus, like a primary, or you can just use this weapon and not use any other weapons. Now that's going to be a little bit more challenging, but like I said, once you get used to it, it is going to be like a beast. It's going to be like a god weapon. Now, end verdict, like I said, I'll show you the specs in a second, but I'll give you my end verdict, at least in the match, like how it feels. It's a very good gun. I do enjoy playing with this weapon. It's kind of difficult to get used to. I should have probably done a few more warm-up matches. I did like 4 warm-up matches prior to this. Should have probably done a few more before I did a video on it, because it is very difficult. The learning curve is going to be pretty damn long and pretty damn challenging with this gun. It's kind of hard to get used to using, but once you do, it's going to be a god weapon. I can tell, like when I first got the Widow sniper rifle, I wasn't that good with it, but then once I got good with it, I just saw how much potential it has. Now, a few of the downsides of this weapon, like I said, only two bullets per clip, so you're going to have to make sure you hit most of your shots. As you can see, it nearly took that guy out one hit with one of those. I bet if I had shot him out of the tactical cloak, it probably would have one-hitted him. I'll try and show you that. But yeah, it's a gun that's plagued by big disadvantages, much like the Widow, in the sense that you've got very few weapons, very few bullets per clip, and you haven't got that many bullets per reserve. I'll go over to the ammo box now and show you exactly how many bullets you get. I'll give you like the total round you get. Let me just drop down here. You actually get 20 bullets per clip, so you're gonna get like 10 rounds. You're gonna be able to shoot 10 times, basically like 10 mags off, 10 clips off before you run out and you need to go and reload. And that seems like a lot. 20 seems like a lot, but believe me, when you're in the middle of a match. It goes down quite quickly. Like, it's shocking how quickly it goes down. See, that took that guy out. That one hits some of the grunt type enemies if you use this with tactical gloves. It's very effective against those. And it made that guy die like crazy. He's dead and he regrets getting up this morning. But yeah, it's a very good gun. I do like it. Like I said, very challenging to get used to using. And yeah, it's one of the guns that it's going to take a while to sort of master, but it can be very good once you do master it. And I'm guessing it's going to be very good against the bigger enemies, because it's very good against armored enemies. Like, it's very good against armor, very good against health, not so great against shield. But I told you how to sort of you know, account for that using a submachine gun or a character with energy drain or like a shield drain, or maybe both. Maybe you want to rock with a submachine gun, this gun, and a character with energy drain or shield drain. That would work very well as well. That'll be like the perfect balance. In fact, I will be doing a video using that, like the master setup, like the god mode setup with this weapon. But anyway, I will see you guys in a second. I'm gonna go and show you these specs now. Alright, so I'm at the weapon selection screen here. I'm going to show you, actually, it's actually got 655 damage, which is pretty damn good. I should mention that this is the version 1. As you can see, I've got version 3 of the katana, which you can get out of packs. I don't know what is, I guess because it's a rare weapon, it's an N7 weapon. In fact, you're probably going to have to open gold packs and premium packs to get the like the upgrades, like the upgraded versions of this weapon. So don't go for like 20,000 packs and expect to get like an upgrade or the DHAN version 2 or anything. Definitely go with the gold and premium packs if you want an upgrade. And like I said, it's version 1 versus like version 3 of the katana, so the katana is going to be even worse compared to this gun if it's version 1. But for the sake of this video, I'll be showing you version 3 of the katana. I won't really, the point of comparison isn't really for the Venom, because that's like a grenade launcher shotgun. I covered it in another video, like I mentioned earlier. Go check it out if you're wondering or curious about it. But I'm going to be comparing it to the katana, because that's like the base shotgun and the base point of comparison. Now, we've got 655 damage for the DHAN, whereas we've got 377 damage for the katana, and probably much less if it's version 1 and not version 3. So it's a big difference in damage. Now, we've got rate of fire as well. The rate of fire for the DHAN is actually 10 points better as well. That seems crazy, because it's such like a powerful weapon. You'd think the rate of fire would be lower. Now, the rate of fire is pretty damn low anyway on both of them. 95 isn't that great. But then again, compared to the Widow, the rate of fire is probably going to be even worse for the Widow, because it's only 1 bullet per chamber, 1 bullet per clip. And in terms of the damage, now the Widow's got like 1,300 damage. So this gun has got like half the damage of the Widow, so you will notice like a difference in damage if you do what I did, where you unlock the Widow, play with it like crazy, and then go to this gun. Everything else seems like it does a whole lot less damage compared to something like the Widow or the Ishiray or Aishiray, whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, it's got pretty decent damage. It's got much more damage than the katana. Slightly better rate of fire. Now, the clip size of the katana is obviously 5 shells, I don't know what you call it, 5 bullets. I think it's shells, 5 shells, whereas the DHAN is obviously 2. But you know, you expect that because it's got such good damage. Now, the max ammo, which is like how much ammo you can carry in reserve, is better on the katana, and I'll show you this is better on the Venom as well. And that's an important factor. That is an important factor, because especially if you're using a gun, just this gun as like a solo gun, you're not using any other weapons to go with this gun or to back this gun up, then it's probably going to be a bit difficult if you run out of ammo mid-battle and you're in like some of the higher waves like wave 6 or wave 7. It's going to be kind of hard to get to an ammo box, and if you haven't got any like ammo refill powers or ammo refill packs in your inventory, it's going to be a bit of a pain, a bit of a bummer to get to the ammo box. So max reserve ammo is a big thing, and this gun does struggle with it. Now, the accuracy is, I don't really know how you define the accuracy of this weapon, because it certainly has better accuracy than the other weapons, but it does go astray a little bit, and it has slight honing ability, so it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. You kind of love it or you hate it with this gun. Now, this gun's got 42 accuracy on the charts and like the scales there. The katana's got 25, so this gun has got better accuracy on paper than the katana. But you have to take into consideration that it's got a massive reticule, and the charges or the balls of energy, whatever you call them, the shots will go off a little bit and sort of dart around all around the reticule. They don't just stick to the middle, which is something you have to get used to, and it makes it very unpredictable when you're fighting or shooting at an enemy that's at, you know, somewhat decent range, like 20 or 30 feet weight from you. Now the weight, that's a big thing because that's going to slow down your power regens and make your power cooldowns a lot longer. Now the weight on this gun is actually better than the katana. It weighs 6 points less than the katana and 15 points less than the venom. So considering how high damage it is, it's pretty damn good in terms of the weight. Now, if you're using a Quigon Vanguard or a biotic character, this might be a problem. I wouldn't recommend using this with a lot of the characters, apart from maybe the Quigon Vanguard, who can take a bit more of a beating and has some, you know, you can headbutt people and stuff. Slightly more offensive than the other Vanguards or the other biotics. It will work well with the Vanguard, like I covered earlier on in this video, but it's probably not the weapon you that you'll want to use with Adepts, because it will just slow your power regen, power recharge speed, you know, pretty, you know, far down compared to some of the pistols and submachine guns. But yeah, end verdict, again, this gun is awesome, very cool. I got it out of a gold pack, so definitely check out the gold packs if you want to see the get the weapon for yourself. It's very awesome, it's very cool, hard to get used to, very challenging at first, but it can be used to great effect. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video. It would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of my content, I'm going to be uploading more Mass Effect Andromeda videos than any other YouTuber. So if you enjoy Mass Effect videos or enjoy any of my videos, you should definitely stick around and subscribe to my channel. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.